The reaction of the pastor was one of shock. How could there be any shock? I'm going to break this down, guys. Before I do, though, if you enjoy my content I provide here on YouTube, guys, would you help sponsor the channel and the ministry by going over to Patreon? You could do so for as little as $5 a month at patreon.com/conservativetruth. The link is in the description, guys, and when you sign up, you get access to all my bonus content. I talk a lot more about sensitive information over there. We get around the YouTube censors. And unlike YouTube, guys, where you don't get all the notifications from my videos, that's why you got to check my channel on a regular basis so you don't miss anything. On Patreon, you're going to get alerts and notifications for anything that I upload. So it's really cool. Thank you for the support with that. Now, please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, let's talk about this situation here. It was back in June 14th, as a matter of fact, Canadian pastor, and I have that in quotes, Junia Joplin, okay, was doing a message online. Of course, this is also during LGBT Pride Month as well. So services and everything in Canada were still on, lockdown at that point. So these are all online services. The pastor comes out and says, look, I'm not just supposed to be a pastor. I'm actually also supposed to be a woman. Now, when I heard that, I stopped for a second. I said, well, wait a minute. Let's pause this for a minute here. You're supposed to be a woman? No, you were obviously born a man, and you were not supposed to be a woman. See, God doesn't make mistakes. This is where people get it wrong. People think that God makes mistakes. He does not make mistakes. He made you the way you are for a reason. He either made you male or female. That's it. He didn't say, oh, you know what? I should have made June. Oh, you know what? I was really going to make, I thought I wanted June to be a man, but I made a mistake. Should have been a woman. I should have changed that. I'm okay with the transition. No, that's not what God does. So June comes out during this message and says, I am transgender. I'm really a woman. My pronouns are she and her. Okay, so now this sends shockwaves throughout the rest of the church here. This is at Lorne Park Baptist Church, just outside in Ontario. The church voted. Over half the members, this is a 111-member church, they voted to fire the pastor because it contradicts what the Word of God says about this subject. And the pastor was shocked by this. June said that I didn't see this coming. Now, she called it a very slim majority that made the decision to get rid of the pastor. But nevertheless, June was not happy and said that, you know what, I thought this would have ended up differently. I try to preach an inclusive message every chance that I get. You're not supposed to preach an inclusive message. You're supposed to preach the unapologetic Word of God. You don't just make up what you want to be in the Bible. It doesn't work that way. That's what so many of these pastors do. And for any of you that are in a church like this, especially when you have a pastor who is leading the congregation that is living that kind of lifestyle, head for the hills. What are you doing? Why are you even in there still? Now, I guess to the church's credit, they didn't know that this was happening, but apparently the journey started for June back in 2018. June letting her husband, wife, whatever, letting the wife know. Also, June has 2 sons, so that's going to make things interesting, right? So now, June's gone. They voted to get rid of June. June's going back to the United States, originally from North Carolina, but then moved to Canada. But now some other church in New Orleans has decided to have June there this coming Sunday, where June will be preaching another online message. Well, that's great. Stay away from June, people, okay? Because this is not somebody that is an anointed, ordained, minister appointed by the Lord in any such way. This is what we're dealing with right now. You have to be very careful about these deceivers, because they suck you in with this message of it's all about love. But they don't talk about sin because it hurts people's feelings. Guys, let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. I'll put more information in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.